Prayers to Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarva Sastradi Piyusha, Sarva Vedaika Satphala, Sarva Siddhanta Ratnadya, Sarva Lokaika Drikvrita, Sarva Bhagavata Prana, Srimad Bhagavata Prabho, Kalidvandoditaditya, Shri Krishna Parivartita, Paramananda Pataya, Prema Vakshaksharayate, Sarvada Sarvasebhyaya, Shri Krishnaya Namostume, Matheka Bandho, Mat Sangin, Mat Goro, Man Mahadana, Manistarka Madbhagya Madananda Namostume Asadi Sadhu Dadayin Adinocha Takara Anamuncha Kadachin Mam Premna Hritkanta Yospura. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion, teacher, and O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. Bhutair mahadbir imam puro vibho निर्माय चेते यतमूष पुरुषः भुङ्क्ते गुणान् षोडश षोडशात्मक सोऽलङ्कृशिष्ट भगवान् वचांसि मे. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who enlivens the materially created bodies of the elements by lying down within the universe, and who in his Purusha incarnation causes the living being to be subjected to the 16 divisions of material modes, which are his generator, be pleased to decorate my statements. Namashreshtam Manumapi Sachiputra Swarupam Rupam Tasyagrajam Urupirum Madirim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhavasa Prapto Yasya Pratidvasti Gurum Tam Natosmi. So we are continuing the prayers of Lord Brahma along with the demigods to churn the milk ocean. This milk ocean pastimes we have already described. So now, along with demigods, Brahma is praying. So this prayer has only, after taking darshan of the Supreme Lord, now Brahma is again praying. Before the darshan, he spoke a long prayer, which we have already completed. Now, after taking darshan, Brahma is speaking on behalf of the demigods. So this is 8 verses. We have done 4 verses already. Now these 4 verses, today we will complete. So Brahma is intelligently praying. The intelligence is also given by the Supreme Lord. If you understand how a person can pray, that also is given by the Supreme Lord. In this material world, whatever we do, without the Supreme Lord's sanction, we cannot do good or bad things. 1 minute. So, I don't know. My phone is not switching off. So now, anything in this material world, whether it is good activity or bad activity or devotional activity, we need the support of the Supreme Lord. Without that, we cannot do anything. Anything we cannot do. So if we understand this, and so you may ask then, if it is a negative activity, it is also done by Krishna, then why we have to suffer? No, here we have to choose. We have to choose a devotional activity. There are 3 activities. good, bad, and devotional activity. We have to choose the devotional activity. Then Krishna gives you the intelligence and ability and the facility to do that activity. That's what we see in different devotees' life. So, Brahma is empowered. So, when he was created, when Brahma was created, he didn't know what to do. So, he tried by his own efforts. That's why Brahma is saying that you created the lotus flower. On that lotus flower, Brahma took his birth without the mother. Father only. Krishna is the father. So without the mother, Brahma appeared. Sometimes Brahma is also called as Swayambhu because he appeared without the mother. So now Brahma tried by himself to find out what to do and by his own endeavor. Then he couldn't do anything. He went up to that navel of the Supreme Lord because the lotus stem from Satyaloka till the abdomen of the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, he traveled down. Brahma traveled down and he couldn't understand anything. So he again came back and then he was praying to the Supreme Lord. Oh, I don't know anything. What should I do? Then he heard only. He didn't take darshan of the Supreme Lord. He heard only two words. Tapa, tapa. Do tapasya. Do meditation. Okay. I do meditation. He did meditation. Then he could see the Supreme Lord. And then the Supreme Lord empowered him to create. So thus Brahma is considered as secondary creator. Not primary. Primary is Krishna. Primary is Vishnu. Of course, Vishnu. So he is primary creator, secondary creator. For secondary creator, the Supreme Lord gives empowerment. So the prayers also empowered by the Supreme Lord. So what is in our capacity? What is in our capacity? In our capacity, we have only one thing to desire. If we desire, then Krishna, if it is a genuine desire, then Krishna fulfills it. I have a question to Surabhi. You were supposed to be in hospital. Are you in hospital now? Are you able to speak? Surabhi? You're listening to the class. I'm wondering. Yeah, anyway. Surabhi? Surabhi Kumari. Anyway. Are you listening, Surabhi? Devotees, are you able to listen to me? Somebody can answer.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So I was wondering that Surabhi Mataji, she's pregnant and she went to hospital. Yes, Mataji. Devidasi. Okay. Okay. So now we will continue. So that a prayer also empowered by the Supreme Lord. The intelligence is given by the Supreme Lord for anyone to pray. So, but only thing is when the Supreme Lord asks, "Are you ready to pray, or are you ready to become a devotee?" Then we have to raise the hand. Are you ready? Then the empowerment comes. Otherwise, it won't. So here, um, our Brahma is continuing the prayer. As one can derive fire from wood, milk from milk bag of the cow, food grains from water, and food grains and water from the land, prosperity in one's livelihood from industrial enterprises. So, by the practice of Bhakti Yoga, even within this material world, one can achieve your favor or intelligently approach you. Those who are pious all affirm this. So now, Brahma is saying how we can achieve the favor of the Supreme Lord. We can achieve the favor of the Supreme Lord. How? So he is giving different examples. If you know any wood has fire in it, the thing is external fire should be given. A little bit input should be given, then the wood will burn. So milk is there in the milk bag, it has to be taken out. So the land has everything. So we need to farm it. We need to put the seeds. So we can take wealth from the land. So food grains and water comes from land. Similarly, for our livelihood, we can take from industrial enterprises. So by practicing bhakti yoga, even within this material world, we can achieve both material and spiritual by praying to the Supreme Lord, by taking the favor of the Supreme Lord, by using our intelligence. So the higher intelligence is given to the human being. Higher intelligence is given to the human being not to fulfill the basic necessities. Basic necessities, anyway, even to the animals are given. But higher, we should use our intelligence to advance in spiritual life, or to go back home, back to Godhead, and to understand and surrender to the Supreme Lord. Because this material world is created to make us realize that every step has problems. Every patam patam etvipatam. Everywhere problems are there. So here, Krishna put us in this condition to understand that, okay, now done with the material world. My Lord, please protect us. So you may ask why this demigods are uh, praying for the kingdom, because they here the demigods want to live here for long. To understand the demigods properly, they are also conditioned souls. They are not liberated souls. They are empowered by the Supreme Lord, but they also want to extend their life here. That's why if you see a great exalted devotees' prayers, they say that we don't want even heavenly planets. We don't want to go up because it is a first class jail, prison house, first class prison house. So we don't want to be here. We want to serve you eternally. We want your service. We want to become pure devotees. So the devotees, they understand clearly about the material world. But some jivas, they want to piously, like, as Brahma is saying that as long as you want, you can live here and enjoy life in material world by doing what activities only in the mode of goodness. The demigods are on the mode of goodness, and they want to continue here as rulers, as administrators. Some serious demigods, like Brahma. Brahma is one of the 12 Mahajans. Yamaraja is one of the Mahajans. They are very serious and they don't, they want the favor of the Supreme Lord. Somehow or other, they are given positions here and they don't want to continue. But still, the Lord made them to be here. Then, when the period is over, then they will be liberated. They will be able to go back home, back to God. Some demigods are very serious. Not all the demigods are mixed devotees. This also we have to understand. Not all the demigods are mixed devotees. Some demigods are very serious and they are very determined to go back home, back to God. So next verse, verse 13. We have done with verse. Yeah. 13. Elephants afflicted by a forest fire become very happy when they get water from the Ganges. Similarly, O my Lord, from whose navel grows the lotus flower, since you have now appeared before us, we have become transcendently happy by seeing your Lordship, whom we have desired to see for a very long time. We have achieved our ultimate goal in life. So, ultimate goal in life is to have a personal audience with the Supreme Lord, right? Demigods have time to time that facility. Sometimes Krishna appears among the demigods, being a family member. Like last class also I described, Indra got Vaman Dev as Upendra as his younger brother. So sometimes he appears there and become their like family members, all these things. So here, Prabhupada is quoting Sistastakam prayer that if a devotee, how a devotee earns the audience, personal darshan of the Supreme Lord. So he says even a small minute is Yugaitam Nimisena Sakshusha Pravrashaitam Sunyaitam Jagasharvam Govinda Virayaname. So the separation from the Supreme Lord is very, very painful for the devotees. Now these devotees, including Brahma, they had the ultimate goal achieved. Now Supreme Lord is here, what do you want? Like in Dhruva's Leela, Dhruva Maharaj Leela, Dhruva Maharaj, he did a very, very tough tapasya by controlling his life air. He did 6 months continuous meditation, tapasya. Then he, in person, he could see the Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord appeared. Then Dhruva Maharaja said, I don't want anything. Now I don't want to go back to the material world. I have seen you. I want to come with you. So this is the mood of a pure devotee. Dhruva Maharaja was lamenting. Hey, what I did, I asked for a kingdom which is bigger than my great grandfather. That's why he's still in material world, controlling the material world in Dhruva Mandala. So Krishna fulfilled his desire. The Dhruva Mandala is not material world, but still it is material world. He simultaneously fulfilled a spiritual and material desire. We can understand like that. So, Dhruva Maharaja, after taking the darshan of the Supreme Lord, he didn't want to come back to the material world. But Krishna awarded him, Supreme Lord awarded him that you be here. You be here. Like sometimes Krishna sends pure devotees to the material world to preach, to rule. He gives them service. So in that way, these demigods, sometimes they want to be here, sometimes they are forced to be here. So Brahma is saying ultimate goal is achieved now because we have seen you. But still, you see, the pain is there. To be in material world, the pain will be there. Even if you are a Brahma, what is the pain of residents of Satyaloka? I'm saying that Brahma is also suffering here. What kind of suffering? Can anyone can anyone tell? Have you ever heard in any classes? The Satyaloka is like Satyaloka is like almost like a spiritual world only, the topmost planets. But still, they have some problems. What problem? Can you imagine?
Repeated birth and death.
No, no, there is no birth and death there. And in the Satyaloka, um, it's like long life. It's like a very beautiful life there. A facility for bhakti also is there. Very, very long life. There is one problem there, not this one. The birth is not like birth in other planets. Even in heavenly planets, birth is not a suffering. In earthly planets and below, birth is a suffering. Taking birth is a suffering. There it is not a problem. Even in heavenly planets, the mother gets pain, the child gets pain in material world here in Earth, but in heavenly planets, no pain. Yeah, heavenly planets facilities are there. Oh, so can you guess what is the
Mataji, we can't remember God when there are so many facilities.
no Satya Loka? They are all are doing tapasyas. All are in higher level devotees.
The ego, like we will get that we think that our false ego may come again and again we will come back.
No. They have in Satyaloka, there is one problem that they see the material world and they feel for the suffering souls. That problem, nothing else. So Brahma's problem is that he sees us and then he gets pain. Oh, this jivas are suffering. That pain is there. Otherwise, no other problem in Satyaloka. From Satyaloka, after a long time, they go back home, back to Godhead. So there are two ways one can get liberation. One directly from earth, okay, by doing pure devotion, 100%, then you get liberated. One is slowly, step by step, you go to different planets, Swargaloka, Tapaloka, Janaloka, Makaraloka, then go to Satyaloka, along with Brahma, you go. It's a long route, very long route. That's described in Bhagavatam. Okay. Now we will go to the verse 14. My Lord, we, various demigods, the directors of this universe, have come to your lotus feet. Please fulfill the purpose for which we have come. You are the witness of everything, from within and without. Nothing is unknown to you. And therefore, it is unnecessary to inform you again of anything. Okay. This is another topic for discussion. So Brahma is saying, we have come here with a purpose. You know everything. We need not tell you, describe you. Because you are there within and without. Everywhere he is. Antar Bahir Avasthitam. Kunti Maharani is praying, right? We also pray every day for Narsimadev that Bahir Narsimho, Hrudaye Narsimho. Ito Narsimho, Bharato Narsimho. Yato Yato Yami, Tato Narsimho. Everywhere Narsimha is there. Lord Narsimha Dev is there. So, Lord is there within your heart and outside also. Everywhere. He is there everywhere. So, you know everything. Okay. When the Lord knows everything, why we should pray? Right? A question for, a question for us. Why we should pray? Can anyone answer? Why should we pray? When Lord knows everything, no? Should we pray or not to pray?
Because Brahma himself is praying, he is a greatest of all human. He's topmost Lord, and we are mere human beings to get some shelter. We should also pray. Don't know what it is.
Mataji, is it that the Lord wants us
Yes.
to pray? Like he likes when we pray. So that's why, to please him, we will.
Yeah. Generally, devotees, we are advised not to pray for anything material. But we see that at the time of problems, we take shelter of the Supreme Lord and we surrender to Him. And we explain our problem to Him. Okay. So there is a prayer in Ishopanishad. It's a nice prayer. The Ishopanishad author, Vyasadeva, is writing such a prayer. It's surprising. Even if you read, you'll be surprised. The prayer says like this: Vayur anilam amritam adedam bashmantam shariram om kritosmara kritam smara kritosmara kritam smara. So at the end of life, a devotee is praying to the Supreme Lord. Vayur anilam amritam adedam bashmantam shariram. Oh my Supreme Lord, let this body gets into, after death, the Panchabhutas in the body, they merge into Panchabhutas. So the air in the body also merge into the air of the, in the universe. So now I'm leaving my body. Oh my Supreme Lord, please Kritosmara, Kritam Smara, Kritosmara, Kritam Smara. Please remember what all I have done. Many times we forget, but Krishna won't forget. But still, out of love, out of feeling and emotion, devotional emotion, we can say this as a devotional emotion, that the devotee is praying, please give me this, please help me. So this is a kind of mood like that. Demigods are definitely suffering and Krishna has a big plan for them. He wanted to come as Dhanvantari and Aja. Different. There are also Kurma avatar happened there, and Dhanvantari came, Mohini Murti came. So Krishna had a big plan for them. He knows, but still, this is devotion. And out of a child is asking the mother, I want only that candy, or I want only that kind of. Some children, no, they ask. Mother will prepare nice puris. I have seen one mother. She has what do you say that she makes puri. Puri we make round, 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 but she makes in a mold, like, star like, different lotus like, different flowers like, because my son wants, like, a different kind of puri, same only, but in a different shape. So children like that. So they demand also. I want small idli, I want small dosa, I want like this, I want like that. So the mother fulfills the desire. Mother knows the child is hungry. She knows how to feed the child also. But the child demands, I want like this only. Similarly, these demigods, they want the heavenly kingdom back, and they want to live for long, so that they want this nectar, which is going to appear in Kumbh Mela. That's what all these things are going on here. In Kumbh Mela, the nectar is going to appear. That's why all the whole devotees, the whole, not devotees, the Hindu community, they are all going to Kumbh Mela to, if they take a dip there, they will release the Amrita. That's what it is said. Once in 13 years, the Amrita comes in this Prayag. So, but the Lord definitely has the plan. Like a mother has a plan to feed the child whenever the child is hungry. So when we are hungry, definitely Lord has his own plan. So the great devotees, they don't ask. They keep quiet. But those who are, like, restless, they ask the Supreme Lord, oh Lord, give me this. Please fulfill my desire. Please help me. So that is not right or wrong. We cannot say it has a wrong thing, but different levels are there. So in that level, the devotee is praying, okay, you know everything. We want this. You know this. You are inside also, outside also. Please fulfill it. Uh, so now, next verse. Then I, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and all the demigods, accompanied by the Prajapatis like Daksha, are nothing but sparks illuminated by you. You are the original fire. Since we are particles of you, what can we understand about our welfare? O Supreme Lord, please give us the means of deliverance that is suitable for the Brahmanas and demigods. So now Brahma is very nicely praying here. He understands that they are like, sparks. Even Lord Shiva is a spark before the Supreme Lord. We are like, you are illuminating fire, big fire. If you see, imagine a big fire, and from the big fire, small sparks go out. So Brahma understood that I am a spark. Whatever this is the highest post in the material world. Imagine then what to speak of the small post in this material world. We see, even in devotional area, devotional life, devotees also feel that if they get big post, temple president or leader or Bhakti Vriksha leader, this leader, that leader, or I'm director, there are so many posts. When I particularly see the post, I get, within my heart, I get a laugh, because every page of Bhagavatam is saying that the temporary nature of this material world, whether it is even in the spiritual line, if it is pure devotion, like reading Bhagavatam, eating prasadam, chanting. Apart from this, if we go into management, if we go into post, that bewilders the human being. Unless somebody is very strong devotee like Brahma, it's difficult to maintain their understanding. I have seen many leaders. They are like any other politicians of the material side. But Brahma is 100% understood that I am a spark. That's why he is Brahma, of course. He is our Sampradaya head. He says, you are a big fire, I am a spark. You are Vibhu, I am Anu. This understanding should be there every minute in our life. If we lose this understanding, if we think that Aham, I am doing everything, Ishvaroham, Aham Bohi, and then finished. That is very difficult if somebody is holding a big position. To maintain simultaneously, I am a leader, I am also a dasanudas. It's difficult, very difficult. That's why the jivas are bewildered if they are awarded with great positions. Even demigods are bewildered, that we see in many pastimes. They forget that they are subordinates. So one need to be very careful, unless if somebody is really humble, they can take up some spiritual leadership. Spiritual leadership better, I suggest. That's in one way for women, it's very good that we cannot hold any positions. Some Matajis are there in GBC or something, I don't know. But for us, for ladies, we are mostly we are in a humble position, so it's nice that we don't hold any positions in ISKCON also. It's very good. We remain humble, we remain simple, we go ahead with our simple way of activities, because it bewilders us, it blinds us, it clouds us. So always remember this, that positions in the material world is very dangerous, very dangerous. It gives us a kind of false ego which is very detrimental to spiritual life, very detrimental to spiritual life. So Brahma understood that, and he says, I am a spark. So what we can understand about our welfare? Who is better, mother or child? Child knows everything, mother knows everything. So he says that you decide. You give us the means of deliverance that is suitable for Brahmanas and demigods, you see. See, if the Supreme Lord gives give a boon, which is suitable for asuras, then it won't be possible, right? It is not suitable for the demigods. So he says, like demigods they are undoubtedly, they are always devotees. Like if some boons are awarded, like asura is asking for, no, I want to eat all animals. That is a boon given to asura, cannibals, rakshasas. So, but that cannot be awarded to demigods. Demigods are surviving due to the fire sacrifice done by the other planetary jivas. Like that's why the Indra got upset when the Indra Puja was stopped. Govardhan Puja was done, because the ahuti given to Indra was stopped. So he was agitated. So the demigods depend on the sacrifices. So that's why he says, you please give us the deliverance which is suitable for Brahmanas and demigods. So thus Brahma surrendered to the Supreme Lord, and he is saying, now Krishna will speak, the Supreme Lord. Lord Vishnu here, it's Shirodaka Sai Vishnu. He speaks back that don't worry, I will come, I will support you always, you will win, but take the help of demons. Whatever they say, you please accept. So all this guidance, the Supreme Lord is giving to the demigods. And demigods throughout the pastime, if you see, that they followed the instruction. If you want to achieve something, you have to follow the instruction, right? So the demigods followed, and then finally they are awarded with the Amrita. Okay, so now I end with this. Dear devotees, if you have doubts, comments, you are welcome. Next week we will start with the new prayer, or I was talking about the introspection class, which I had to prepare. I will prepare this week and then we'll go for it. So, yeah, any doubts? General doubts are also welcome.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam.
No problem.
Mataji, I'm a little doubtful of that shloka where he says, no, that fire is generated from wood,
Mm.
milk is produced from milk bag, like that, how it's compared to Bhakti Yoga from, like, how are they related? I didn't understand that example.
No. Here, Brahma is saying, by practice of Bhakti Yoga, even within material world, one can achieve your favor. Achieving the favor. This is like, um, milk is there from the milk bag, but you have to go and take the milk, right? Fire is there in the firewood. You have to kindle the fire. So Lord is there ready to give you everything. You have to go and ask him by doing the Bhakti Yoga.
Yes, Mataji, thank you.
Actually, Bhakti Yoga is Bhakti is for asking for Bhakti only. But sometimes it's for you can use Bhakti and then ask for material things. Then it is you are at last. Use Bhakti Yoga for material things. You are at last. Yeah, Krishna will give you whatever you want. He will give you. Here, demigods wanted Amrita. That's very clear. In this pastimes, especially. So, what we understand from this pastime is that demigods are devotees, and in this universe, Krishna is favoring the uh, devotees, supporting the demigods. The demigods are pious, right? More in the mode of goodness, and so they are supported by the Supreme Lord. But again and again, all our Acharya says that we don't want heavenly kingdom. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. We don't want all these things. We want ahaitaki, aprathyata, and allied devotional service. These are all easy to give. Krishna will easily award you all these things. Easy. For him, easy to give. But if you want pure devotional service, it's difficult. It's difficult. So he will test you. If you really want devotion is rare. Okay. So now one question Mataji is asking, what is this introspection? In last class also I told you, many devotees, they don't have this quality called introspection. Introspection means analyzing yourself, where you are, what is your ultimate goal, and who are you, like, what is your desire, to understand yourself. I can say that what are the methods that how you can understand yourself. That's like, Surabhi, you are in hospital or where are you? Hospital? No. Okay. You came home. Okay. Everything is fine. You're talking, but I'm not hearing. Yeah, I will call you later. Yeah, I'll call you later.
Uh,
You're okay, fine?
yes, Mataji. They told that this is not the right time to admit.
Okay, fine.
It will take time now.
Very good. Correct. Very nice. So introspection means that understanding yourself, finding out where I am. So it's like
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
self-analysis. Yeah. Yes,
Krishna,
Bhavani.
Pranam, Mataji.
Yeah.
Mataji, if persons we are praying to God for unconditional devotional service to Krishna, but in our family members, if our kids, other persons are not doing devotion, so in that condition, what we should ask to Krishna, we should pray to Krishna for them to grant them bhakti.
We can pray bhakti for others also.
Yeah.
So that if the family members become devotees,
Yeah.
our devotional service will go smoothly.
Yeah.
The bhakti is not dependent on anything. This
Yes.
please understand, everybody understand.
Mm.
Devotional service bhakti is not dependent on any external condition. If you want to do pure devotion, you can do in any situation. That we have seen in many devotees' life, pure devotees' life, that it is not dependent on anything external. So you don't worry. You go ahead with your devotional service. I again and again say that being human, we have Sri Dharma.
Yeah.
We have to patiently do our Sri Dharma activities and do our bhajan and do our sadhana.
Yes, Mataji.
So for this, I remember one pastime in Bhagavatam. There are different levels of devotees. For gopis, Krishna said they came out of house and Krishna accepted them. Gopis left their houses and went to Krishna to do Ras Leela. Okay, that is higher level. But when the wives of Brahmanas, when they came from their house, the Brahmanas refused to give prasadam to cowherd boys and Krishna. This is a Krishna Leela pastime.
Yes, Mataji.
The cowherd boys, they wanted to eat something, so they all went to the Brahmanas where they are performing sacrifices. Krishna was personally there, they couldn't understand. The ultimate goal of sacrifice is Krishna only. Krishna was personally be there. But because they are not well advanced, they are advanced in the karma kanda things. They are advanced in reciting the Vedic mantras, all these things. But they are not advanced in pure devotion, so they couldn't understand that Krishna is here. And they have to give him the real, he has really came, so we have to give that. They couldn't understand. They didn't give.
Yes.
The Brahmanas refused to give the cowherd boys food, prasadam. But the the Brahmana's wives, they heard that Krishna is here personally. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is asking for food. So we will prepare and give. So all the Brahmin ladies, they prepared nice items and they ran to Krishna to give. Okay?
Yes.
When they went to Krishna and they told, after seeing you, we don't want to go back to house.
Yes.
We don't want to go into family life now. Now we have seen you. We want to be with you. We want to leave this. But Krishna said, don't worry, you go back.
Yes.
They were not like in the level of gopis. So he said, you go back. I will change their mind. The Brahmanas later realized.
Yes.
Because he is there in the hearts of everyone as Antaryami Paramatma. Then he changed it. He made them to understand.
Yes.
Then later the Brahmanas realized God came and we didn't give him anything.
Yes. Yes.
So the Brahmins' wives were advised, you go back. So like we are very basic, very neophyte, very small devotees. We are not even devotees.
Yes,
As
Mataji.
far as our guidance from the Guru Parampara and our Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada says that we do devotional service along with our Sri Dharma. So We can
Yes,
pray for the
Mataji.
family members. If their motive is not pure devotional service, don't worry. Don't worry. We
Yes,
should not worry, but we can pray. If the see, sometimes Krishna has his own plans.
yes, Mataji.
So in that plan, we should not interrupt. If our idea and his idea is same, no problem. Many times
Yes,
it is different. Many times we
yes,
don't understand, but he understands many things beyond our level. His level is many higher. He understands better, nicely. He knows
yes,
past, present, and future. So
yes,
you surrender to him.
yes,
You pray that, my situation is like this. You know
yes,
everything. Like if Brahma is praying, you know everything.
yes, Mataji.
Please do whatever is favorable to my devotional service.
Yes, Mataji.
So don't
Okay,
worry.
thank you.
You pray for
Thank
them,
you.
but you focus on your devotional.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji. Thank you,
The
Mataji.
whole
Thank
family may watch TV, but you say that I have a headache. You go somewhere and chant or take a book and read. Something you do. Because if the whole family members are not devotees,
you.
they will
Yes,
watch
Mataji.
TV.
Yes, Mataji.
So you say, I have a headache. You watch, okay, no problem. You go somewhere and then chant your rounds. Take Bhagavatam and read, take Prabhupada's books and read, listen to
Yes,
some lectures, or act as if you are not feeling well, sleep, but listen to some lectures. Like that, you have to. Because sometimes if we show our pure devotion, like, I was always chanting, I'm always reading, and that also disturbs the mind of others. Oh, what
yes,
is he
yeah.
acting too much? They say.
Yes, Mataji.
But you have to maintain your bhakti also, right? All the time you have to think of
Yeah.
Krishna. So you find a way and means to keep your Krishna consciousness running.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Pranam.
Pranam, Suchitra. Yes.
Actually, while doing my 16 rounds of chanting, I think I am rarely able to focus on Krishna, but thinking all the nonsense, everything going into my mind, planning of the day, of the months. So it means my chanting is not effective. I simply think it's a waste of time.
No, it is not waste of time. You are trying.
But I'm. Hmm.
Mind is
Hmm.
like that only. You have to
Hmm.
understand the mind's nature. There is a book. I also gave a complete seminar on japa.
Hmm.
All of us are like that. It's mind's nature
Hmm.
is to distract you. The first enemy in us is the mind. It's a big class. So I would suggest you please buy a book called Japa by Burijan Prabhu.
Okay.
You read that book
Okay.
again and again, sometimes every day also,
Okay.
to
Okay.
improve your japa.
Okay.
Before chanting, you have to chant 6 Ashtakam and 10 offenses, the 10
Okay.
offenses for Nama, and then pray to Haridas Thakur.
Okay. Okay.
You pray to Haridas Thakur, and
Okay.
every time you chant, you make a conscious endeavor. Chanting, one tip is, like for example, I am speaking, you are hearing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why they say that when you hear lecture, you should not chant. Chanting means hearing. Chanting means hearing. So when you chant, you should not hear anything else. Mind is speaking, right? When you chant, mind is speaking. You you lose the track of hearing your sound, but the mind is speaking. So make the mind also to chant. Sometimes I have seen some devotees, they stop chanting and chant within the mind. You try that. You make that the mind is also coming with Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Better method to stop the mind is to hear properly. Hear so it may sometimes looks like mechanical. You chant and hear, looks like mechanical, but slowly,
Gradually.
you will develop a taste for it.
From where I can get this book, Mataji? Japa? Amazon?
Amazon, I think, or Vrindavan. If you go Vrindavan, you may.
Acha, okay.
Any small temple, I think it should be having.
Okay.
Japa is, I recommend this book like anything, you know.
Okay.
Very good book for chanting.
Okay.
Also, because you are not initiated devotee, you should better aspire for initiation first.
Yes, I'm trying. Let's see when the mercy of
You
Krishna is there.
get Guru's connection also makes a difference in your chanting. There are so many aspects. But
I'm praying, but I don't deserve.
no, you deserve. Yato yato nischalati manaschanchalam astiram. Means wherever the mind goes, bring it back, bring it back. Definitely, mind is a problematic one. Arjuna says, I can even control the wind. I cannot control the mind. Arjuna says, Arjuna is a very good mind controller, right? We have seen that he can focus on one small eye of the bird in the full tree. He has that much focus, but he himself says that I cannot control my mind. I can control the wind, but I cannot control the mind. Yes, true. Krishna says two things. Abhyasa, Vairagya. Abhyas means practice. Vairagya means renunciation. These two things. We have to practice and we have to detach. Okay, these two things if we follow in our life, detached from material things, then we get Vairagya, means so that we easily get out of this material things and focus. Okay, that needs practice. So Prabhupada says quantity and quality. If you increase more quantity, then quality will come. That's why we say 16 rounds. In 16 rounds, we may chant one mantra clearly. 16 rounds has 1728 mantras, Hare Krishna mantra, 1728. In that one mantra, you may hear that is a great bliss. Even one name of Krishna can deliver you. The internet came and went. What to do? Sorry, I don't know. In a minute, it went and came back. Okay. So, any other doubts?
Hare Krishna
Thank you,
Mataji.
Maharaj.
I have one question. Like I used to read book like that you have told Krishna book and Bhagavatam I have started and Bhagavad Gita it is going on. So my question is, can I keep those book on bed and read? Because nowadays it is very problematic for me to sit in the puja room and read there. But one thing is this bed is not fresh like we used to sit before bath or like that. So can I keep those book on bed and read,
What should
or
I?
I have to keep it there in puja room?
You keep a cover or even in the bed, you keep nearby some bed, there is should be a table or something, you keep it on it. You read and then you keep it nearby. Like that, possible.
Like bed is not fresh. Like we used to
That's
sit
okay.
before
That's
taking
okay.
bath.
But at least you keep a small table near to your bed and
That-
then keep on it.
And I can read. Like I have a bed table, so I can keep there and read. That is okay.
Yeah. You ask for forgiveness because you at this time you cannot every time go to the puja room and read.
So that is why sometimes like I want to go, but it won't allow me to sit there. So
Definitely, I
I have to.
understand, but you keep it nearby only. But don't exactly keep on the bed.
Okay.
Keep it nearby.
Can we do in this case?
Hmm?
Can we do in this case that we wrap the book in a fresh cloth and when we spread that cloth on the bed and then then we can read in that manner?
Like that also, but better there should be a table near to the bed. Keep it on the
Okay, okay.
table. You can some clean table and then keep on it. Because Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita are Krishna Swayam.
Yes, ma'am. That is why I asked.
No, but some exceptional cases are there like you, like pregnant ladies, sick people, they can have it, but with some respect.
धन्यवाद माता जी.
Hare Krishna. Very good. How to take out sar from Bhagavatam while reading. How to take sar from Bhagavatam while reading. Hearing from authorities, they give you the sar, the essence. Read again and again, you can get the essence. Bhagavatam is lifelong, not 1 day, 2 day, you complete and then throw. No. Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, lifelong, we continue this. Once you complete the Bhagavatam, again you read. You get better understanding. These things I have completed and I taught also to the Tamil group. Now with the Tamil group, I am in 10th canto. But now I am coming to 8th canto. Again, I feel it is new. So you will get new realizations. Read again and again, continuously read. Hear from great devotees. Hear from Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Then you will get the essence. Okay. Yes. Any other doubts? Okay. Yeah. We will see you next week. If I can prepare for this introspection class, okay. Otherwise, I'll take up some prayers class. Okay. Vancha kalpadarubhasya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranam.
Pranam.